Done. What's going on, guys? So, a couple days ago, I made a video about my fishing tackle, and I said I'd get it organized for you guys. I said me and my buddy Mike would be prepping it, so that's basically what we did. If you guys can't tell amongst this whole table, we basically went through our musky stuff and our bass stuff and narrowed it down to exactly what we need and we didn't need, and from here, we pretty much got to restock. So, we actually have a lot less, which is bad. Like, I'm missing a lot of stuff, but we're going to show you what we got. So, we're going to start right over here with the bass tackle for all you bass fanatics. And like you guys probably think, you probably thought I have a crazy amount of stuff, and I mean, I have a good amount, and it's really organized at this point, but it's nothing like crazy. So, where should we start? Oh, by the way, here. You guys remember this guy? Remember this guy?
I'm back.
Hey! But that's
my appearance.
Making a comeback. So, what do you think we should start off with, Mike? We're gonna start with this guy right here. This is my heavy duty plano, and this is kind of my, all my soft plastics that I had left. It's literally just like all my unorganized craws, worms, Senkos, all that good stuff, you know, the good stuff. So, usually I just kind of go to this thing before I go to a spot and grab my rubbers out of there, my soft plastics. Moving on from there, we got a couple more soft plastics. I love fishing tubes in Lake Erie. One of my favorite baits to fish. And this box is really low. I got to restock it, but we got some tubes. So you want to get a little nice juicy shot of that there for you, Mike? Yeah, it's just my sorry box of tubes. It's pretty bad right now. Going from there, let's see. What did we go to? We have this random box here, since we're talking about Lake Erie. This is like my random like walleye box. It's kind of just mixed in. Just an old spoon, some Erie Dearies, some, what are these things called again? Wiggle warts or whatever they're called. I don't know what these are even called, but we got them. I probably never used this box ever, but we got them. So, moving on from here, we got the, like, kind of like a mixture box, actually. This has got some square bills. This is a mess, but this is like my everything go-to box. Basically, we got some Rattle Traps in there, square bills, random musculure. I don't know why that's in there. A couple jerk baits. You know, this is just like what honestly didn't fit in the other box. So, which we'll get into that. So, from there, we'll go to this guy right here. We got this guy right here. These are my jerk baits. So it's basically just a bunch of husky jerks. There's some lucky crabs and some megabags mixed in there somewhere, but you know. Nothing too crazy, pretty self-explanatory. You know, we're kind of going through this fast, so don't hate me for this, but we got some stuff to do. So, another box. This is, you know, my Swimbaits. Like I said, everything's kind of got to be restocked. This is just what we narrowed it down to, what was still good from last season. So we got some Swimbait hooks, some Swimbaits. Ouch, that really hurt, but a random Swimbait here. And yeah, so those are all pretty much Kitex and stuff like that. Throw it down on the pile. Moving on to one of my favorite things to fish, and that is jigs. So we got our jig box right here. We got jigs, jigs, jigs. We got some chatterbaits and some swim jigs mixed in here. You got your crawdads and stuff to top it off, you know, the good stuff. So that's one box of jigs. Moving on to what we started as a second box of jigs. Basically same scenario setup. Got a couple more random jigs, some stuff to top it. You know, it's coming on its way, so. We left off at jigs, right? We're done with jigs. Okay. Yeah, so moving on from there, I know this is kind of quick and fast, but, you know, it's just tackle, guys. It's nothing crazy. So, going on from the mess, we got this guy right here. This is my, nope, we already did this box. Hold on. I meant to grab, okay, I lied. I got this all mixed up. This box was a box of just like all the good crankbaits. This is kind of just like all our crankbaits that I didn't even realize I have these all mixed up. So this is actually our box. I'll show you it again. This is like just our all-around crankbait box for when we're going pond to pond. When you got a little bit of everything in here. So that's just kind of what this is. You got your rattle traps, you got your square bills, you got your deep diving cranks. These are our good quality crankbaits. Then moving from here, we have just a bunch of other deep diving crankbaits that, you know, we really don't use often, but it's good to have them if we're ever fishing that deeper water. And yeah, so that's where I meant to go with my crankbaits. And then moving on to here, we got strictly shallow diving crankbaits. You want to pick out some baits for the pond. You know, here we go. We got just all pretty much square bills and shallow diving stuff. Great river crankbaits, stuff like that. So that's basically that box right there. The juice, you know. So that's that. Moving from there, keep it with the hard baits. We got top water. So you're looking at your spooks, pretty much more spooks and spooks and spooks and hula poppers and your typical popper, you know, that old school stuff. I don't use this box too often. I think this summer I need to dig into it a little more. You know what? We're missing the frog box. Well, folks, I don't know where the frog box is, but I do have a box for frogs. We'll get into that sometime. Dude, where's our frog box, Mike? I don't know.
Well, mine's at my... I have one at my house. I could have brought...
You might have mine too, but
I probably do.
Well, Mike's got the frog box at his house, so we're going to move on to spinnerbaits. So we got this box right here, one of my more favorite baits to fish. We got our spinnerbait collection. Definitely need to upgrade some of these a little bit, but a couple buzz baits, couple, you know, I think the buzz baits are with the frogs too, but yeah, there you go. So you got your awesome spinnerbaits, and yeah. And then going back to one of the most important things that you're going to need, and that is your terminal tackle box. This is the juice right here. This is what gets it done at the end of the day. All that lead, all that, what are hooks made out of? Iron? Or not, steel, brass, whatever they're made out of. Yeah, we got hooks. I was just spilled them, dude. But yeah, we pretty much just got our terminal tackle right here. Hooks, underspins, stuff to rig up, swivels, whatever you need is right here in this box. And it's good to go. And I think the last bass box I got showing here is rattle traps. Rattle traps are super fun to fish. We got a nice little selection of rattle traps. And yeah, like I said, guys, it's really nothing crazy. Honestly, I actually have a lot of baits, and we're gonna get to that I just tossed. I don't want them anymore. I had a lot more variety, but I give a lot of it away. I don't use a lot of it, so you know, I'm a hoarder. I gotta get rid of some of it. So we're gonna get some rid of this. I can't even talk straight. Yeah, that's just the majority of my bass tackle, and you know, it gets the job done, and you know, you got to cycle through it over the years. So, and actually, we lost a lot of stuff last season. Like, we lost a lot. So we got to restock on a lot of things. And currently, we don't know where some of it still is, like our frogs. So, I don't know. So from there, we're going to come down over here. And as you guys know, not only do I bass fish, but we hammer the muskie hard. So, we got all this stuff chilling right here. Numero uno, we have, I'll pick it up, these guys right here. So we kind of got like our little top water selection. We have the top raiders right here. These are basically giant whopper ploppers. If you guys bass fish, you'll know what a whopper plopper is, but that's what these guys are right here. Moving down to soft tails. So we got, you know, just popping soft tails, a random swim bait and a random crankbait in there. Just because it's really hard to organize musky baits because they're so huge. So that's those guys. Down beneath that, we got a couple of grandmas. These things are, we use them to troll. They're a big fall bait, really good musky bait, but that's our grandmas. So that's what those are called. It's funny because musky baits have such weird names, but moving on to these guys, these are actually a custom by my good friend. He made these guys right here, and these are called the 22s. These guys are one of the best baits I've ever fished for muskie. If you guys are not from Ohio and from all over the world, hit me up if you want these because you want them. That's the best musky bait I've probably ever fished. Moving on to little Ernie's right here, mixed in with some tough shads. Basically just crankbaits. You know, you control these, you can cast them. It's the best of both worlds. Moving on from that, we have our jerkbait muskie box right here. These guys are, what are these? Suics, that's what they're called, right? And, oh gosh, what were these? These are
Hellhounds.
Hellhounds, yeah. These guys are the Hellhound jerkbaits. So Hellhound, Suics, you know, good stuff. Wooden, handcrafted, fall baits, you know, fall, spring. We're gonna get it. Actually, I'm gonna be fishing these this weekend. So one of my favorite baits to fish right here. Moving on to kind of, I guess, what you're gonna call your soft plastic, but not really, your rubber baits. We got the Bulldogs and our Oh God, I'm drawing blanks here.
Bondi
baits. That's it. There you go. This is why I got Mike over here. I can't even remember. It's so hard to remember musky baits. So we got Bondi baits and we got the Bulldogs. If you guys ever fish one of these things, let me tell you, you want to throw your arm out, fish one of these for a day. So that's these guys. Moving on to the glitter box, we got our bucktails and spinnerbaits. Pretty much the juice when it comes to musky fishing. Anybody who ever tries musky fishing or has musky fished, you all know that this is like, they're like giant rooster tails. It's the juice. So some of these I make myself, some of them are bought, and yeah, that's our bucktail box. Moving on from there, we got more trolling stuff. This is actually the box of stuff I've never used. We bought these with intention to troll them, and we actually don't really troll that much. So these are just, I don't know what they're called, to be honest with you. What are these, big Jigs or something? I don't even know. I don't know what they are. If you guys know what these are, comment below, but we have them, so that's always good. So we got that mixed with this Savage Gear eel is what this is supposed to be. You know, like I said, box of the stuff we just... And last but not least, my favorite box of all time, and that is our Savage Gear Giant Swim Baits and this Savage Gear Rat. We have just bought this recently, and I'm super excited to try that out. But yeah, I mean, that sums it up. So that's really it, guys. It's nothing crazy. You know, I probably said this a million times, but we wiped out a lot of the stuff that we had. I've been giving it away to you guys, and you're going to see what happened to the rest of it. But just over time, your tackle depletes. You got to restock that stuff. So save up your dollars and get some more tackle. It's never a problem having too much tackle. You guys were commenting below saying that, you know, hey, whatever tackle, I don't know if you guys were kidding or were serious. You guys, a lot of you wanted the tackle that I didn't use anymore, my rods and reels that I didn't use anymore. So here's what we are going to do. For my exclusive Tightline TV fans right here, we got the fan box. You guys wanted it, so I'm going to give it to you. Giveaways, we're coming at you. So let's see, how are we going to do this? Leave awesome comments below, and you might just win a prize pack. So if you guys want to see what we're dealing with here, I'll use this container right over here. I literally, this is all stuff that I don't want anymore. It's not in the best shape. It's not like the primest stuff ever, but hey, it's free. So you guys want it, I'll send it to you. Leave a comment below. We're gonna give away all these crankbaits. And we got just like a bunch of soft plastics. There's like a random reel in here, hooks. This is literally all stuff I never ever use, or just it's been sitting around from God knows what. So you guys want some free tackle? Heck, it's free. Leave a comment below. I'll do a random comment selector, and you might just get a little prize pack of tackle. So other than that, thank you guys so much for watching Tightline TV. If you're new here, smash that subscribe button. If you guys won any of the other contests prior to this one, your stuff is going to be getting sent out this week, so expect all that free swag. And I don't know, I'm getting ready to fish. I'm excited Mike's back. He's on camera, always helping me out. And yeah, you guys are awesome. Leave a comment below. Smash that subscribe button, and we'll catch you later.